All warfare is based on deception. For years, the West's hypocrisy has made the world a battlefield. The corrupt talk, while our brothers and sons spill their own blood. Remember, Silver. But deceit cuts both ways.
Russian authorities claim the attack was orchestrated by an American CIA operative named Joseph Allen.
The bigger the lie, the more likely people will believe it. And when a nation cries for vengeance, the lie spreads like a wildfire.
I'm looking at fighter jets over I-95.
The fire builds, devouring everything in its path.
This is a deliberate act of war against the United States.
Our enemies believe that they alone dictate the course of history. That all it takes is the will of a single man.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another Call of Duty commentary with me, InstentKarma with an E, and more importantly, welcome to Modern Warfare 3. It's been highly anticipated, and it finally is in here, so, we can get around to playing it, and I can give you guys my first impressions. So, what you just watched was actually a intro to the game, so when you first turn on the game, that's what you're going to see. I decided not to show you the menu yet or anything like that, because, gotta have some surprise for when you guys actually pick up the game. But that's what it's going to look like, and I thought it's a pretty cool storyline. I haven't got into the campaign yet, just picked up last night and jumped straight into the multiplayer, excuse me. So it's some pretty good stuff so far. This is actually my first game that I played. It's on the map Baccarat. I'm working with the Grenadier class. I think it's a G36C with a red dot sight, and then we got a noob tube on it as well. Secondary, not quite sure what it is. I don't even know if I pulled out, but I know we got Scavenger for the first perk. Second perk is the equivalent of Warlord. I think it might be called Overkill in this game. And the third one, I honestly couldn't tell you. Sorry, I'm not too well versed yet. I just picked up the game and started playing it. So overall, I really like it so far. And there's a lot of things that I can tell you guys that are going to overall improve your first few matches if you haven't got the game yet, or maybe you did and you just aren't enjoying it the way it could be, because there are a lot of guys that came over from Modern Warfare 2 that are definitely messing with things right now. They're using their same tactics of camping and trying to use their weapon strategies as well that were in that game that they aren't working out as well. They definitely nerfed the noob tube, as you'll see later on here, but there are a lot of things out there that you guys are going to have to be prepared against just at the drop, because keep in mind the sooner you get the game, the more influx of noobs you guys are going to get to slaughter. So what that means is that there's going to be a constant stream of new people to this game for quite a while here, and the quicker you get into it and the quicker you start building up your skills, the longer you're going to have to harvest the fresh amount of noobs, the most amount of noobs to the game. I like this part right here where all these guys were running at me, because one of the tips that people give at you is that you want to follow the veteran players. You want to follow people that look like they know what they're doing, and just get in there and see what they do and maybe mimic their playstyle. So I think those guys were thinking I knew the map and following me around, because I ran into a dead end and then they just all ran at me. So you don't want to be one of those guys. If you'll notice, there are a few times, like on my second life, that I pause here and there, and what I'm doing there is pressing start and checking the map and getting a good feel for it, seeing where I am and where the big choke points are going to be, because with Call of Duty maps, there's generally about 3 ways to get from one side of a map to another. They're going to have huge choke points, and once you find those, you're going to be set. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to find the best way to manage the choke points, as well as find out where a good flow of people are at. So that's what I did by checking out the map, is just seeing where I am and where a lot of action is possibly going to take place. Now what I also did here that you guys can maybe learn from is that I picked up a weapon. As soon as I started out, their custom classes are pretty good. I really like that G36C, but you want to be picking up weapons as you go, because chances of somebody playing that has a weapon that they drop being higher than yours is a lot more of a chance right now with you starting out just at that first level. So try to pick up some weapons if you see that they look better. If you aren't exactly comfortable with what their custom classes are, kill guy, get his weapon, get going. So that is definitely one piece of advice there. Now, another one is that you want to make sure to utilize your cover, especially while you're learning the map. You want to stay close to things that you know are going to keep you safe if you start getting shot at. What I do is I will immediately find cover, and I go prone behind it as soon as I'm afraid I'm going to be shot at. So right here, I noticed I was in a big open area, so I took a prone behind that wheelbarrow right there. I was set to go. So just make sure that you know where your surroundings are and that you can take cover behind them. And it's going to take a little bit of time because they put some tables and small things in tricky areas, so it's getting pretty hard to, easily maneuver without thinking about it much. There are a lot of obstacles in your way, but you do want to take cover where you see it, and that's going to help you overall, just so you don't die as much and you can get a little more familiar with the map. But that's the biggest thing that I'm going to stress the most is knowing your maps. You got to get familiar with them right off the bat. So, like I said, press start. Get that map in your mind and start working off that. And if you got to press it a couple times just to get a good feel, you got to do that. But that is one of the most important things is learning your maps. Because if you know the terrain better than your enemy, chances are you're going to win. Because you can take cover, you can flank them, you can do all sorts of things that are going to be pretty fun here. Now, in actually Modern Warfare 3, kind of my impressions with the game, I want to let you guys know about that in addition to the tips. There's the tips for you guys that were looking for that, but if you guys are looking for my impressions, here it comes. I think it's very much Modern Warfare 2.5. I think there's a lot of cool stuff. I think they added some new things, but overall, it looks just like Modern Warfare 2, and it plays just like Modern Warfare 2. I really don't feel like I'm playing anything new here. The kill streaks are fun, don't get me wrong, but there's way too many of them. There's kill streaks constantly going off here, and it's really hard to monitor everything you want. In addition to that, I had a little bit of frustration seeing that they put some of the kill streaks in certain class setups that I can't use that I would really want to use, because I always ran that spy plane and counter spy plane and then Blackbird, but it doesn't really allow you to do that in this game unless you want to run the support class. The support class basically makes it so that your kill streaks persist through death. So what happens is you'll get your spy plane one life, you'll keep going, get your counter spy plane, and then your advanced UAV is the way I have it set up right now. So that's going to happen, but I want to have it so I get my spy plane and counter spy plane every life. I don't care so much about that advanced UAV because it does take a while to get there. So I'd rather just, if I get 2-3 kills and then die, I want to be able to get that spy plane right off the bat again. And unfortunately, there's no way I can do that here in Modern Warfare 3 because of the support class, persists through death with the kill streaks there. But what I do like that they added with the kill streaks is that they have the point streaks. So when I go through and knife a turret, I get actual kill for that, and it counts towards my kill streaks, which is a nice thing to see. So it forces you to move around a little bit, be a more all-around player. Another cool thing that I liked with this game is they have the mercenary mode, and what they do is they do team deathmatch and kill confirmed. And the kill confirmed is one where you got to run around and collect dog tags, and you can deny kills as well by collecting your teammates' dog tags. So that was another really nice thing that they kind of had out there to help debunk campers, because oh my goodness, are they out in force in this game already. But kill confirmed helps you so that the campers don't necessarily get to you as much. You have to go out and retrieve the dog tags to actually get a kill. So you can't really sit back and snipe or snip back in your little prone position and just pick off people all day and get credit for it. You actually got to go out and get the kills. So those are some fun things, but in terms of graphics and things like that, I think they definitely up the ante with the maps. The actual guns and characters are the same as Modern Warfare 2, so nothing much to see there. HUD overall is the same, so not a lot of change, but some few things that make it fun, and I'm definitely going to continue playing it. So the other thing they added that I might as well touch on here while we got time is the weapon proficiencies, and I'm working through that right now. It seems like it takes a while to get one gun to proficient level, but it's going to continue to make people play for a lot longer, so that'll be nice here as well. So the weapon proficiencies basically let you get perks for your weapons, your sights, your camos, everything. You rank up your weapon, that's how you get it. So you'll see that in the game. It's some pretty fun stuff that I enjoy. It really lets you know what kind of weapons you're best with. But at the same time, if you want to switch it up and go to a class that you don't play all of them, you're not going to have very many perks for that weapon. So you got to really be an all-around player if you want to get the good stuff for every weapon as well. So that's pretty much my first impressions here. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this up, guys. We are winding down on the end of the map. So this one is called Baccarat. Don't know if I let you guys know that, but there you go. Got it now. So I was running the kill streaks with care package, attack helicopter, and some other thing. Not quite sure. I'm still learning the game, so I'm going to have a lot more for you guys here. I got a lot of plans for Modern Warfare 3. Going to get some series going, but it looks like it's going to be a great time overall. We got a great year ahead of us until we get the next game, so that's going to be quite a while off. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to leave a rating, maybe a comment, and even a subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, we'll go ahead and catch you next time.